I don't know why we're surprised by Trump. How many times does he have to prove we can't be trusted?
We choose truth over facts.
After I signed the PAC Act into law, I handed the pen that I signed it with was the tradition of the person most responsible for the legislation. We'll teach Donald Trump a valuable lesson. Don't mess with the women in America unless you want to get the benefit. Banning books about black experiences in America. Thanks to all the members of Congress and Homeland Security Secretary.
Welcome to The Right Angle, bringing you hot topics, culture, and news from all the right perspectives. So let's get into it. We have the debates that are coming up in the next 2 days on Thursday, hosted on CNN with Tapper and Bash. And we've talked about some of the things that are going on there, this whole 3-on-1 scenario. As far as the debates go, I think that it's not going to be sort of this spectacle. Usually if you're looking at debates with a incumbent, the challenger is usually the one favored to win. Obviously, you have a different dynamic here with Donald Trump and the current person that's occupying the White House. And there's going to be a lot of moments in the debate, I think, but I think overall Trump will win. Like I said yesterday in a video, I think we just have to see that Trump just maintains course, lets Biden speak, lets the drugs wear off, just like in the State of the Union. He came out on fire, and then towards the end, he can barely stand. So I think that's exactly what you're going to get here. Whatever they inject him with is going to wear off, and you'll see that kind of transform quite quickly. But with that said, let's jump into some of the things that folks are talking about around this whole drug controversy and how they may play a part in the debates coming up on Thursday.
We got to get to this news coming in. Let's welcome to the show from House Energy and Commerce, Congresswoman and Dr. Mariannette Miller Meeks. Congresswoman, it's great to have you on. We appreciate you taking the time, given you're dealing with massive flooding in your home state of Iowa. But Congresswoman, we need your assessment also as a doctor on this new controversy now blowing up. What do you make of this? The media, including at CNN, is now pushing back on lawmakers demanding that President Biden take a drug test before and after the CNN presidential debate to see if Biden is taking any stimulants or drugs. But it looks like this Biden White House, Congresswoman, has so bullied and threatened the media with cutting them off. The media is effectively saying, cover this up, deny and denounce this, keep Americans in the dark about Biden's true condition. This sounds like Biden's version of don't ask, don't tell. We know everything he does is on a teleprompter or scripted. Where do you come down, doctor, on this?
Well, first and foremost, let me say as an ophthalmologist, I deal mostly with elderly patients. Number two, my mother had Alzheimer's and I took care of her for the majority of the last few years of her life. And then number three, I've been to the White House several times for bill signings, and all of us have seen the degradation of President Biden's cognitive facilities. This isn't an age issue. This is cognitive and performative functions. And as we all saw in the State of the Union address, we saw a much different Biden than we'd seen before. And many of the doctors in Congress felt that he was on some type of stimulant, whether it was Ritalin or steroids or something else. He was very amped up, very aggressive, and almost yelling at the time that he was there. It was a campaign speech, not a State of the Union speech. So we anticipate that for this first debate, he will be on something. And the response of the press has been to cover it up. And so we've seen that with Karine Jean-Pierre saying these are deep fakes. This is misinformation. The videos we have seen of President Biden's cognitive decline are not false. They are not, manufactured. They are not deep fakes. The president has significant cognitive decline, as we've all seen.
Okay, so there you have it. Essentially what you're seeing throughout the blogosphere, news organizations, people like me, you're seeing this consensus build that, just like we saw with the State of Union address, that guy was up on something. he was not someone who was cognitively there from a normative perspective. The guy was screaming, very aggressive, like the lady said here in the video. And I think you're going to see a lot of that. Now, the Democrats, for whatever they are, they're not dumb. They may have a plan to, sort of present Biden as this person who's going to come out aggressive, but he comes out kind of plain spoken. They're doing that to throw off Trump, but they underestimate Trump at every turn. Trump is actually a brilliant person. And I don't think that they'll be ready for whatever Trump is planning. Obviously, in the media right now, they're saying, oh, Trump is using the crowd to do debate prep. Like, no, Trump can actually do things simultaneously. It's Biden that needs to go to Camp David and rest for like 6 months before he has a 90-minute debate. So it's not even close. And, you feel sorry for the guy because it's not his fault that he's declining, not only physically, but falling up and down the stairs, wandering around, shaking hands with air, all that crap. You see it mentally as well, and it's plainly obvious. I mean, I've shown you guys a couple a couple examples, but I mean, there's thousands. And if you don't see it, you're not trying to see it. You're ignoring it. You're putting your hand or your head in the sand, and you're trying to ignore everything that you see. With the left, don't believe what your lying eyes are telling you. That's just what they are. They those people is by their actions, and we see that their actions are terrible for our people. So although I feel bad for Biden, I don't think I am going to really just kind of stick on that. I'm not gonna be the person that says, "Oh, poor Biden," and have that sympathy for him, because what he's doing to our country is terrible, and the people that he's letting control him are terrible. I mean, he just tried to give amnesty to 500,000 people. He's embarrassing us on the world stage. The country is in a clear decline. Inflation has driven up prices by more than 40%. Home prices are the highest they've ever been. Check out my inflation video to learn more. But anyway, I digress. So we'll see what happens on this debate stage. I think Trump's going to bring it. I think it's going to be not as much of a spectacle as everyone thinks it is, but hopefully, or I guess not hopefully, but maybe something happens that I don't anticipate. So we shall see. But anyway, thank you for joining the channel today. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, all the stuff, and I will really appreciate that because it helps the channel. But otherwise, I will see you on the next one.